Hello YouTube people, welcome back to JoeyGripps YouTube channel. It's your boy JoeyGripps here, and I got another video for you. Today we're going to be going over the Dauntless Infinite Radiance Patch 1.63. I'm going to go through all the details of the patch, and in a future video I'm going to go over some of the gameplay if you guys want to see what I'm going to cover here today. I'm not going to go over the hunt pass because that's pretty much self-explanatory. We'll get a mix of the old and the new, but what's big about this patch is they're focusing on the light and the dark. As you can see on the top of their page, you see the sun in the middle. On the left you got the light, on the right you got the dark. So let's go through the patch. Let's talk about what's new, what's good, and what's happening in this new patch. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, and comment below and tell me what you think about the new patch and this new season for Dauntless. Let's get right into it. So the first thing that I'm excited about, it's a new Behemoth. Now this Behemoth called the Chronovore, which has a wordplay of chrono, which is equals time, and there's an element of time manipulation, which I'll go over later on when we get to the armor set of this Behemoth. But anyway, the most important thing about this Behemoth is that it's not tied to an escalation. In order to unlock this Behemoth, so you can make the armor set, there's a free Chrono Slayer event pass that you unlock, the Ultra Chronovore armor set. You unlock this by completing the Impossible Isle questline, which will never expire, which means that this particular Behemoth will be part of the main line of the game, and this questline, in order to get this armor set, will be there forever. It will never expire, so you're not going to miss out on it. But I am going to go into what you will miss out because there is a time limit on it. Before we get into that, let's talk about the new island. There's a new island where you're going to complete the new quest line and for the Chronovore, and this island they're talking about paradox breaks and you face the Chronovore. Anyway, you summon the beast in this new isle and in the hunting ground. The most important thing that you need to remember is that there's elder and primal behemoths in this isle, and you need to collect some of those items from those behemoths to finish the quest line. That's the hint I'm gonna give. I don't want to spoil it for everyone, but that's the hint. Then we have the new hunt pass, which you're focusing on two variants, chest and helmet skins, and this new hunt pass is called Echoes of the Future Hunt Pass. So whether you prefer the wicked or divine, the light or the dark, the choice is yours. So that's one of the big themes of this new hunt pass. I'm sure when we get to the summer, you know, June, July, they're gonna add some more events that are related to that, like they did last year with some fireworks and some other things. If you're new to the game, I'm not gonna spoil it. If you're a veteran in the game, you know what I'm talking about when I say fireworks. Another thing they added was a new technique. One of the things about this patch, and let's be honest, there's been 9 patches this year for this game. 9 patches in 5 months to this game, which means there's been a lot of changes to this game. If you're a veteran of the game, if you're new to the game, you may not have noticed too much of a change in the last 3 months, but there's been 9 patches, right? And this is the 9th patch. One of the things that we all want in this game to improve is the techniques and the perks. We want the perks overall to improve. The only thing they did for us in the perks is the technique. They updated the perk in the technique, which gives you a 10% critical strike, not a 10% critical strike, but a 10th hit. Every time you do 10 hits, you get a critical strike, which is an improvement, right, to the previous, and it increases this in frequency, which is the whole point, that every time you do a 10th hit, you get a critical strike. But we want better perks overall. Again, in order to get that, you need to get max level. Under that, you may get a critical hit, you know, who knows. But every 5th hit, you get a critical strike now instead of 10, right? But it has to be max level. It has to be max level. Another thing they added is a new legendary ability. So in the past, when you get a Behemoth ability, right, That's what they used to call it. Now they call it legendary ability. You could use it once per match. Now with this new patch, they introduce a cooldown effect, which I'm going to go over. But the new legendary ability for the new Behemoth, the Chronovore, is time manipulation. Every time you do the ability, it reverses you, the player, in time 3 seconds. So let's say you do a big critical strike, right? You reverse that 3 seconds and you do the critical strike again, and you double the damage on a Behemoth every time you're in the hunting grounds or in the actual escalation match. So this is a cool ability. I'm pretty sure that everyone this weekend is going through this to get this ability as soon as possible. Again, it's going to be tough because you got to max it out, but it's going to be awesome to see people do this new ability when they get the armor set and they get the weapon. Another thing coming up this season in the new patch is the reward cache, or cache, however you pronounce it, and including brand new set of weapons and skins and new Infinite Guard armor set. One of the things they did in the past was bring out armor sets, right, and weapon skins from, you know, deals or events or hunt pass that you missed in the past. So this time they're bringing everything's going to be on it in this patch. For now, it's going to be new. If you guys want me to go over this, I can go over it in another video. Just leave a comment below if you wanted me to go over the reward cache or the hunt pass in another video, and I will do it in the coming days, no problem. This is the one I want everyone to focus if you're watching this video. Limited time anniversary quest. This is, which is bad and good. The good thing is it's a great quest. You get great items that you haven't got in the past, and items that are related to the new season and the new patch. The bad thing is it only lasts 4 days. So if you started playing the game on Thursday when the patch came out, then you head of the game. If you haven't started playing the game and today is Saturday, you only have 2 days left, which is bad. I think what they should have done is this should have been a whole month, 30 days, limited time anniversary quest. Okay, you're celebrating that it's been 2 years since you went on console, and that increased the amount of players playing the game and introduce crossplay. Fantastic. But don't make the time of this quest limited. It should be 30 days or more, or it should last the entire season. The entire season. That is my opinion on it. And I know a lot of people watching this video who love me covering Dauntless love this as well. Few things that they added, I'm not too excited about it. They added a few quests, but guess what? It's not for weapons, it's not for armor sets, it's not for glyphs, it's not for gliders, it's for dyes. So I'm not too excited to get dyes from quests, blah 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 blah. Let's move on. One thing they added in the store in this new patch is the ability to buy armor sets that you may have missed using platinum. Platinum is the in-game currency, similar to V-Bucks if you play Fortnite, or similar to platinum if you play Warframe. In any case, they added some of the armor sets and weapon skins into the store so you can buy it with platinum instead of grinding for it in missions, or you may have missed them from a previous Sun Pass. So they added the Battleforge Armor set, the Crucible, the Battlesmith, and the Paradox Wings Glider. That one I don't have. I need to buy it because I missed it. I have to check to see if it's still part of a quest, but I think that was part of the Hunt Pass, and I may have missed it. One thing that they improved in terms of gameplay, quality of life, let's go over that, is movement. So now when you walk over small steps and ledges, you're not going to fall. It's going to be actually improvement in that. Because there's a lot of time when us as players, we get close to the edge because we want to look at something that's below us, or we want to glide, etc., etc. You sometimes clip off the edge because of the way the map and the way the movements are done in the game. So they fixed that. That's great. The economy of the game, this is big. They removed the cap on Amethyst. Sorry, I'm thinking about a different game. They removed the cap on Aether Dust and Merits. Players can now accumulate as many of these currencies as they want. Thank goodness. Now we can stack them and we could use them from other items, or we could use them to upgrade other weapons as needed. This should have been done since the beginning and introduction of the dust system, as I call it. Anyway, let's move on. Here's more of the balance. This is the most important thing I think overall in this patch. they introduced cooldown to legendary abilities. Prior to this, the cooldown for legendary abilities was once per match. Now there's a cooldown. Now, when you use these legendary abilities, depending on which ones you have, they broke it down as such. Makarian, 2 minutes. Tarragoro, 1.5. Thrax, 2 minutes. Agoras, 5 minutes. That's very powerful. That's what they did, 5 minutes. Oscar, 3.5. And Chronovore, 1.5 minutes. Chronovore is the new legendary ability, which gives you a 3-second reverse in time for your players. So let's say, for example, you did a critical strike that does 50 damage, 150 or 200 damage. You can now reverse that and do it again. This particular ability was going to be strong in escalation, and it's going to be strong when you're doing trials. So I like that they did this change, especially when you do one of those 3-minute, 5-minute challenge. You now can use your legendary ability at least 2.5 times per match. So that's pretty good. One of the changes they made to the hunting grounds is they changed the guaranteed Behemoth of Razor Cliff Isle from Reza Kirin to Deep Frost. That's big because people were complaining that he wasn't popping up too much. And they also did a Deep Frost Embermane and Sportstruck Embermane challenge ratings have been raised from 3 to 4 stars. That's great. That means you're gonna get better drops and the challenge is gonna be better. That's big, big, big. Another thing that they did was the Warp Pike changes. I'm not worried about it. They changed the animation from 53 frames to 70 frames, so it's gonna be a faster strike. That's good. Most people don't use Warp Pike because they believe it still needs to improve. I think it's good for now. Maybe this increase in frame rate where you attack faster is gonna help players and they're not gonna feel too bored with it. Let me guys know what you think about what's your favorite weapon in the comment section, and I'll make sure to reply back to you. Let's see what they did with the bug fixes. They fixed the bug where players could get stuck inside of Sportstruck. Yes, I got stuck. I know I'm not the only one. I'm glad they fixed that. What else? Warp Pike, that got fixed. Leap attack. Trajectory speed got increased. Reckless leap. Icon can now interrupt. Okay. And fixed an issue where the reckless leap would attack miss. Yes. That's good. There's a lot of time where you use that ability and will be a blank of a hit. You're like, what's happening? So they understood that was an issue. They fixed it. I'm on their Discord. I'm always complaining about stuff because I want the game to improve and I want this game to evolve. They still haven't introduced pets. They still haven't introduced riders, meaning animals you can ride, you know, besides the glider, animals you could ride along. They said they were going to introduce that as well. So we missing the pets. We missing I guess horses or dinosaurs you could ride, however you want to group that into a terminology. And what was the other thing? There's one more thing that I'm missing. It's been a while since I looked at the older patch notes, but there's a lot of stuff that they promised they haven't done. Pets is the big one, and animals you can ride, basically horses, dinosaurs, water animals. They were going to add that to the game, but they were delayed because of the pandemic. They fixed an issue with the audio. Max Danger music was not playing. Great, that's good. They decreased player disconnect. Yes, thank you. They fixed the crash on the Switch. Okay. Improve overall performance on the Switch. Okay, that's fine. They fixed the UI bug. Great. In the training grounds. Nobody really goes to that, but okay. Shadow Touch Behemoths will now correctly count for daily and weekly challenge. Yes, great. That require you to kill. Thank you. Activating a bulwark tonic in the middle of an attack no longer progresses objectives in Coldstone Armory 4. Okay, I didn't know that was an issue. And Ramsgate Hunt Pass gatherable now reset at 10 a.m. Pacific time to align with the other reset times in the game. Oh, okay, they matched it. Great. So now that's been an issue for me. Every time I do the pond, right, the gatherables, I have to wait 3 hours before it resets. So now it all resets at the same time, which is fantastic. Thank you. That's been going on, guys, for 2 years. So they finally addressed it 2 years later. I'm happy about that. Ramsgate Hunt Pass, I read that already. Fixed the bug where a player will get stuck if 2 players reforge a weapon at the same time. That never happened to me, but okay. So that's it, guys. I went over through the whole patch, 1.6.3. If you guys want me to go over the hunt pass and the new technique perks in another video, I'm gladly to do that. Just let me know in the comment section. There's nothing new really in the store, so I'm not gonna cover that. If you want me to cover the new Behemoth, the new Owl, I can do that in one video for the community. But I'm pretty sure everyone is playing it. But if you want advice, tips and tricks on how to defeat the new Behemoth, let me know in the comment section. I can do a video on that, and I will also reply to your comment down below. We got more videos coming a couple of times a week now. My schedule's changed, so things are going in the right direction. I've been working on this big video, mini documentary on Twitch. It's done. I just got to do the thumbnail, and I got to do some promotion for it. But I'm happy for it, and it's coming out great. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you much for the support. Join the Discord, join the live stream on Twitch at JoeyGripps. See you on the next time. JoeyGripps is signing off. See ya.